Hey, what it do, baby boo? This is part 3 of the challenges jungle guide, whatever. In this one, I'm going to show you how to counter jungle properly, because counter jungling is one of the most effective techniques or strategies or whatever that you can use to shut down the enemy jungle. For those of you who don't know, your early jungle camps mean so much to a jungler. It's the same way as the minions mean to minions are to laners as jungle camps are to jungles, especially early game. It's so important. So if you can take that away from the enemy jungle, it's essentially a 4v5 and you've just shut down the enemy jungle so much. Before we get into this, you know what? Some freaking retard commented on one of my last videos and he was like, why are you playing a Challengers League of Legends jungle guide on a plat 5? This account's plat 5. And he didn't believe me. And I was like, first off, your belief on whether I'm challenged or not means shit. It honestly doesn't mean anything. And second off, I'm teaching the concepts. Okay, maybe I'll have a game where I play jungle on my main, but it's easier to teach the concepts on these ones. Even if I did play the ones at a challenger level, you probably would be I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to 99% of the people watching this. I'm talking to the one little nitpicker who made that comment. You probably are too retarded to understand what it is, what's going on anyway. So anyway, now that we're on to this, a couple of things I want to say other than that. These are the people that won the coaching thing. Faint Mentalist, Alex Wolin, and Polito de Coco. You guys have won the coaching session, so what you have to do is make sure that you have a replay ready for me, okay? One replay, it's either on replay.gg or OC, or whatever, op.gg. Have one replay, comment below, okay, with the replay link or whatever, and then I'll get to it as fast as I can. So you guys won this, yeah, hope. And for those of you who didn't win, please don't get butthurt, honestly. I'm not gonna... Did you see there were like 900 people or 800 people who commented on the video? I can't coach 800 people, okay? There's gonna have to be some people who lose. I'm gonna have more competitions like this in the future, so just keep posted. Second thing I want to say is follow my Snapchat and my Instagram. Okay, I know I'm talking heaps, but follow my Snapchat and my Instagram in the description below, and also subscribe to my other channel. It's called Shit Talking with Danyon. It's where I just talk a bunch of crap, and it's actually the channel that I want to be doing. This League of Legends channel, it's good, but it's not necessarily my main squeeze, you know, my main passion kind of thing. Like, I really love talking about a bunch of different topics and stuff that I've learnt in my 21 years as being a fucking big black retard. Anyway. This is on counter jungling, okay? The first thing that we have to go over is why do people get scared of counter jungling in the first place? And the reason why why people get scared, is because there's unknown. Humans, for some reason, like certainty, and they don't like things incomplete. That's why if you see at the end of like drama TV shows or something, they're like, on the next episode of blah blah blah, and then they tease you and they're just like boom, and they leave it as a cliffhanger, and then people are like, oh, and they want to complete that circle. People like things. Humans like things completed, and so the reason why people get so scared of counter jungling is because there's a sense of uncertainty to it. So I'm here to fill that void, okay, to fill that gap of uncertainty, and tell you the specific times when it's okay for you to counter jungle, so that you know for 100% fact that you're doing the quote-unquote right thing, and then it's okay for you. First example that I've put on is this 619. Let's see what happens. 619. Okay, so what happens is that prior to this happening, me and Kenan and Timo and Graves had a fight, and I gave him a hiding. I just did mean, and we just won the fight. So now that I'm in a in-front position and I'm playing Lee Sin and I'm level 6, I can make more aggressive plays in the enemy jungle because I've got Claude Field Hammer. Graves is put behind because of that fight top. I'm just stronger than Graves, so I can make more aggressive plays in his jungle, and I can essentially just shut him out and make it a 4v5. So Red just spawned. And I know from Graves' perspective, he's like, okay, my red's up, so I'm going to go get it. I see Yasuo playing really aggressive. He goes balls deep. Graves shows himself mid. Graves looks like he wants to kill Yasuo, right? And Graves was level 5 and I'm level 6, so I can give him a hiding. I go around to fight him at his red buff, because I think that's what was going to happen. He was going to go to his red buff. But all of a sudden he decides to show himself mid. And since he's mid, there's no uncertainty left. What's uncertain about the situation? Okay, Lux is dead, Timo's top, Graves is mid. There are 2 bot. There's literally no ways for anyone to come into the jungle unless these guys go miss, okay, which is something you have to be careful. But it's not like a team mushroom or a baron is just going to spawn out of here and, oh, I'm going to kill you now. Like, there's no uncertainty in this situation. Graves is focused on Yasuo, so that gives me time to take his red buff. If I wanted to chase Yasuo and help him out, I would, but it was too far away. I knew that I was just too far away for me to do anything in that. By the time I already get mid, either Yasuo would have been dead or just everything would be Gucci. Did you see how low Graves was? So that's why I come into here. I come into this space here. Just in case he tries to come in, then I'll just kill him anyway. But he doesn't come, so instead I just take his Raptors or Wraiths or whatever it's called. And then, since I know Graves is going back to base because of how low he was, that means that there's 3 things we can do as well. Boom, boom, boom. Dragon, Krugs, and gank bot. So I look bot and I'm like, yo, we can dive this, we can dive this. Not only can we dive it, but I'm going to take his Krugs as well, so I get 2 out of the 3, maximizing the thing. But then I go bot, and just in case, just to see if like what's MF doing. Because if Graves is a good jungler, he'd be like this. He would know that I'm in his jungle in the first place, because there would be wards here. Because you have to ward when you're a jungle. If you're not warding when you're a jungle for your laners in the first place, you're fucking retarded. He would say Lee Sin's in my jungle. Then he would be like, okay, MF and Thresh, I think it was Thresh, are really low. So and they're at a state that Lee Sin can dive. So bot lane have to be careful. Instead, I just come and give MS the biggest hiding of her life, but give her a ulti to the face. Thresh is there. I take Krugs, chase this little skew on her, and we just go back. Do you know how much gains we just made off of that one play? And now this is. In my head, everything's clicks. I took 3 camps away from Graves and I ganked bot. From Graves' perspective, he's going to go bot, see that there's nothing there, and now he's going to go top to farm. So not only do we get those 3 camps and the gank bot, which is so much in the first place, it's freaking heaps. We know his next move is going to be at top side, which means that we can go top and look for a counter gank top, or even go into his jungle, blah blah. See, this is the type of thinking that you should be getting to. It's such forward ways of thinking that most people don't do, most junglers don't know about. Let me go to the next point. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. So we see Graves bot, and I wasn't going to, like I said, this is just a couple of minutes after the fight before, we see Graves go bot. And that tells me a couple of things. That means he must have went to these camps, and then since MF was dead, he was like, okay, I'm just going to pick up that wave bot. So instead of coming top side, he showed himself bot, which means that I'm going to go and take his counter pressure, and take his jungle, his top side jungle. I didn't take this because I can take this later. While he's bot side, you want to make use of this opportunity because he's not always going to be bot and he's not always going to show himself on the minimap, and you go and take his jungle. So like I said, I leave that raptor because it'll take too long. I go and get the wolf smite. I think I pink this. Do I pink? I get deep vision. Nice. Now from Graves' perspective, since these won't be up, or these will be like there'll only be like one little one left. Graves is either going to go from here to here and take this camp, or he's going to gank mid. So those are only 2 options that he's going to do. And so since I'm top side in his jungle anyway, even if he does try and come to his own jungle, I'm just going to give him a hiding. So that means Yasuo has to play safe on this side, and I ping him. I think I pinged him before. Yeah, see, I ping him there. I say he needs to play safe. He needs to play safe. And see, so he comes mid. All of this is about jungle pathing, and I know I've called this counter jungling, but part of the process of counter jungling is knowing where the enemy jungle is in the first place, which is why this is a series guide. I miss my Q because I suck at this game. And then boom, we've taken 2 of his buffs. We just legit took all of his camps except for this one. Like, do you know how much that's honestly put him behind? Like, that's what? How much gold is that? That would be like 300 gold, was it? 300, 400 gold, plus we got to kill bot. And not only that, not only are we getting the tangible stuff in regards to the gold lead for us and the gold deficit for them, but we understand his positioning, we understand his pathing from his movements and from counter jungling his jungle in the first place. See, then I go back and take this, and then the next one I'm going to show is 10-11. Where's this one? 10-11, where is it? Where is it? And this is just another really good opportunity for us to counter jungle. I actually don't counter jungle on this one, but it was an opportunity that we could have if the camps were alive. I go in, kick, make use of Yasuo's thing. We have a fight, bot lane ramps up. I know MF's going to flash here because she's walking towards the wall. Like, she wouldn't be walking towards the wall if she didn't have flash, so I saved my Q. I don't Q yet. We'll give him a butt. Kill her. Look at this. I suck so bad. Watch this. Blah. Yeah, I suck. Right now is a perfect opportunity to counter jungle because we just killed Graves, we just killed MF. These two are really low, so there's no position at all. There should be no scared reason for you to not go into their jungle and get deep vision. I think I even chuck a ward over there, see, but I recognize there's only one left, so I don't do anything. And we go and get dragon anyway. How long has this video been so far? It shouldn't be too long. 10 minutes, yeah. So this is a short one. I know that counter jungling can seem scary, and it can seem like, oh, we got no vision, you know, and we're going into enemy territory. But like I said, those feelings only come if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, which hopefully this video showed you, then there's no reason to be scared. Like I said, the times to go into the enemy jungle is when you know the enemy jungle's position. Okay, like I went over in those first two examples and the third one, I think. Or if you're stronger than an enemy jungle. And you can just go and 1v1 him in his own jungle anyway. A couple of things to be careful of and to keep in mind. Every time you go into the enemy jungle, try your best to get deep vision. That's the best thing you can do, is just get deep vision so you can track the jungle's pathing and stuff like that. Also be aware of the lanes, okay? So if there are a couple of cases where Lux was all the way pushed up here and Yasuo was under turret, and I go into the enemy jungle and bot lane, and if MF pushed these guys up, if anything happens and Graves sees me, those guys, Lux and bot lane, can collapse on me. So you have to be aware of the enemy laner's position, and if they're in a state to come and fight you anyway, and then if you get caught in your own jungle and then you're like, oh my gosh, where was my laners? No, you're full of shit. Shut up. Okay? They were pushed up. You should have been aware first off in the first place to recognize that your laners weren't in a position to help you. Okay? I'm gonna end this here. Nice, short and sweet. I don't know if I'm going to do another part after this. I might do it if I can think of another concept that will help you guys out, but have a good day. I love you. Stay beautiful. Shana Ducks.